Hello, everyone. Um, Occasionally, my voice will go in and out. Um, I did something stupid. I'm doing things healthy, but I drank something a little too much, and now I have a sore throat. Oh, sorry. Anyway, um, I've been off, and I'm not really speaking to anybody. So I've been getting off and on different things, and now I'm putting it out. But I don't know how long it's been since the last video. But anyway, I will not make this too long. Well, I'll try not to. I'll just get started. And the title is, wow, gets more and more hilarious each day. But anyway, okay. As I said, I was going to stay off for a while, but I just got this. Now, I started this, I don't know, I guess 4 days ago. So I guess it was 4 days ago that I just got this. For the ones who are constantly doing, and the ones who made the wrong choice by joining, well, um, joining these ones. Well, I know what you've been doing to think, you can do things, what, and be quiet. And because I'm being quiet, for, I don't know, for a little bit, and then bring up what, and because I'm bringing up what you did, but like I said, now you will see what happens. And to the ones who told you whatever when they were here on earth, that still, that still does. I'm speaking about what you did and trying to do and how you're doing it. You see, it's not only the ones in spirit that you are calling upon and having them do crap. It's what you're doing down here, too. See, they might have catered to ones here, when they were here. And didn't speak up about anything. Just ignored. So all those ones who thinks they are getting away with calling upon those ones, for you. Get down. Nope, come here. Come. For what? This way you can get away with stuff again? Anything? And you won't get caught? Telling them to cause all kinds of, interference again. Well, they're not, but I'm just saying. Good attempt, but you're bringing all this back. You think by bringing everything all back that it's not going to, you think it's going to skip you. Okay. Okay. See, you know how I said down here, you need to listen to people and stop? You see those ones that actually made it to spirit, heaven? You see, like you didn't see anything. They didn't see anything down here. No, none of you spoke up or whatever. And when people tell you that God, spirit, and the ones before, well, these ones that you're calling upon, reached heaven, you don't think they see anything. But you see, when you think, when you reach heaven and, whatever, that it's not the same rule, that, oh, God doesn't see anything or hear everything, like, all of you. Well, as I said, they also thought that, God, you know, didn't either, even in spirit. So now, this is the funny part. I mean, it's not funny, but it how can I say it? How the thinking behind it is funny, but you didn't really think. You see, now that's on the list. Hold up. What's funny is now that's on the list. That list that I keep saying, you continue to do, more it gets added to the list. Not only on you, but all the ones that you got involved. But the thing is, and remember I said, the attempted M and all the M's that, people did and how, people got up into heaven. Well, what is being attached to the list is, wow, the M, ing, as in, even on the ones who are already passed away. Wow. That because you got them involved. Wow. You got what you wanted. So that all of you made the history books. I guess, I don't know, you'll be the first ones, that made history books because, you know, what you did to already passed on ones. Wow. Now, you need to look up the definition of being loyal, loyalty, you know, being trustworthy, you know. You see, loyal is being faithful, you know, one's oath, commitments, or obligations. That's for, you know, everyone and everything. A loyal person, you know, same, being faithful, honesty, trust, support. Now, for what it says in the Bible, it's the same. To God here, you know, having faith and, you know, being loyal to that's also even in heaven or spirit or, you know, up there, whatever how you say, including the other side, who they even know to listen to God. You think that because you have, you know, never mind. Trustworthy is being honest, you know, truthful. The same in the Bible. God also gives you jobs. And I explained that the very beginning when I started here. Jobs to do that He puts trust in you to do. Even down here. And expects that, you know, you are trustworthy, honest, do things truthfully, you know, even down here, what you're supposed to. And when He does so, He expects, you know, the job to be done. When ones come in through spirit, then He expects for whoever not to say anything or do to those ones that the ones who come through the spirit wants them to do harm to. Yeah, God allows it, you know, to, as with everything, a certain amount, you know, to teach us or whatever. I know you didn't know, but the ones who you've been calling upon to do whatever to me and others, but neither one didn't know, which is, you know, what I said. You thought He only saw, heard, and whatever, only down here. Again, no. It's up there too, you know, in heaven. You all thought you only get tested, here also, right? Again, okay. The answer is nope. So that's why I said what I said. And it's also in the Bible, I think it's under, I'm assuming I didn't write it all out, under Timothy. I put Tim. I don't know why. But anyway, trustworthy, saying we died with him, as in trusting in him. We will live with him. Down here, as we died with him, as in that we kept our faith. We endure. We will reign with him. If we disown him, as in like don't believe at all in him, he might disown us. It depends. We are faithless. He will remain faithful to us. To try to bring us back into the faith. That's because, for he cannot disown himself. If he isn't faithful to us and try to bring us back, to guide us, then, if he doesn't try, he's not disowning himself. He tries till a certain amount that there's no help, that you don't want, and to continue to ignore. As in, he gives a lot of chances, but he could do so much also. But if he didn't try, it will be like he is disowning himself. So you thought I wouldn't know that, again, what yous are doing. Or trying to do, I should say. And you think that you want me to be, what? Disown him? Or to not have faith? Or, just to live life? And do what I have to do? All those chances, all the warnings that all been ignoring. Yeah, all them. That I gave you. Others gave you. spirit. That it wasn't the same in spirit as one say also, afterlife and when you pass away or when you're dead. Well, can you just like change that a little bit? Don't just say, "Oh, they're dead." No, they passed away. Dead means that I don't know. I'm not going to explain, but anyway. I mean, it's one thing of saying, "Oh yeah, we speak to the dead." That's different. That's not. Never mind. I'm not going to explain. It. Never mind. But think again. I mean, this time I'm not going to, repeat what I already said is going to happen. That spirit is going to do to put a stop to all of you, and you know you get caught like in spiritual court and wherever they put you, because now the ones who are at it to your list was already passed away. Imagine that. Huh. Let's not forget all the ones here that's at it, and who you got and what's added to them, along with what all of you tried. And like I said, especially recent one before this one, meaning the video. But all of you, I mean, I should say some, because now ones are realizing it. You did it to yourselves. So now, I guess when someone says you shouldn't be in other people's business where you don't belong, as you did in mine, think about it. What could happen? And what's happening to others? And all for what? All the wrong reasons, based on lies you believed, following in wrong choices. And what else? Jealousy. And do I need to say more? Don't worry. Spirit and myself, before you say, you know, oh, she won't get back all that time she missed with whoever or wherever she wanted to be or go or do or doing whatever and more. Yeah, you keep thinking that. No, I won't get back everything back that you prevented. for me being. But that doesn't say I didn't have time with anything. What I get will be all new memories and etc. I didn't have what I was supposed to have memories, but I'm not like all of you. I'm not going to sit here and worry about, oh, I don't have that memory. Hmm, I didn't do that. Whatever. No. And don't think that the spirit forgot either of everything what you did. And neither will I. They have something for that too, for all of you. And the, like I said, difference between all these ones and me is I dealt with what I had to do, what I already have, and made it all work. I took the time to figure out to make it all work. You got bored. I don't know, maybe somebody's having beer. Or maybe because you got bored because, I don't know. Beer has something to do with it. I don't know. You guys got bored. What you took from others. And wanted more. You didn't have the love that, you saw with others. The honesty, you know, worth in themselves or yourself and more. To be able to be satisfied or to solve things. Yeah, anything like I had to. Or anybody. You do know being jealous is evil, right? Now there's a difference. Like, you joke around with your friends. Oh, how do they say it? Oh, I'm jelly, or oh, I'm jealous, but they're joking around. They really, really do not mean it. But when, someone like you says, oh, I'm jealous, then the wheels start, oh, I don't know, trying to work. This way you can take revenge. That's the difference. See, as I grew up, saying was, give ones 3 chances to change, or, by the third one, they would do something to put a stop to whatever it is. I want to know, how is it that is acceptable and me saying you know, you lie, and whatever that you messed, you messed with the wrong one, but I gave how many chances, warnings, and whatever, you know, it is. How's how's it different when someone, even back then, oh, I only give 3 chances. But by the time the third one, they, oh, I don't know, put you in your place. But how many, you see, every single time I said it, and I know God and Spirit were giving you the signs, how is it different? I mean, you're, you know, with that, when someone says, oh, and put you in your place, oh, it stops. But when someone's like innocent or, whatever, people keep on attacking. I mean, what do I hear? Hmm. So it's my fault. And it's my fault that all of you are all mad. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Then I should have I should have done what I wanted to do. You know, you have 3 chances. Right? I should have done that then. Okay. You see, I was doing what God was trying to do in capital letters. Help you to make the right choices. To what? To make the right choices? For what? To save you from being in trouble. Right? So, that's not a crime. But to all of you, I guess it is. Somebody being nice. And, you know, sitting and still trying to help when people are taking advantage of that. Wow. So, by doing all that and everything that you did and trying is the huge crime. I'm allergic to crime. I don't do a crime. What you all did is a crime, along with everyone that took part with you. And now it's on you. Like I said, me, I don't give a hoot. And not only that, I mean, it should make history books what you did. That you even got, I don't know, spirit ones, loved ones that probably you emmed, but they still tried to, help you, and they still are trying to help you, but they had a job of whatever, probably for the ones that, you are attacking, and they were supposed to not help you. Now I just have gave what I'm speaking about to everyone, just in case you forgot what I was talking about. Because I didn't want to say, because you all know what you do. So, what I know, how, and what you are trying, again, it's over. Like I said, and you all know that. And it's also for all of us, including me. We need to start paying attention. And we need to help authorities. But like I said, don't confront people. It depends what type of situation and everything. I mean, use your, mind and your discernment and all that to help. But, you get what you can get, bring it to the authorities, and let's also help spirit and all that. We need to start bringing people down that are harming people. And you know exactly which way I'm doing. Because if they continue, if people let them continue, and all of us missing the signs, like I said, God gives a certain amount, that they can play with, for us to, understand and learn. But this is ridiculous. I mean, I don't know if it's, I doubt it, but this is ridiculous. 24/7? Really? You don't have anything to do. No wonder your life is falling apart. It's not because of me. And why everything that you're sending towards me is going back to you. Gee, I wonder what that is and whose fault. It's called karma, and what God and spirit are giving back to you that you should have had a long time ago. But I was nice. I kept saying, oh, wait, no, wait, oh, wait, you know what? BS now. So it is over and done. And most are caught. By the time this video gets up, well, I don't know when it's going to go up, but also heard, I don't know, some type of moon is coming up. Yeah, good luck trying. I know what kind of moon it is, but yeah, good luck with that one. You don't think that one isn't going to protect us? Okay. With the ones who ignored that, you know, you had to do that two, maybe three things to save those ones, like family and friends. My last video, what, you know, you know what you did to me. Well, I guess you really didn't listen. The answers I gave, what to do, was right in there. But that's okay. And that's why you figure by doing what you did, as I said, in the beginning of the video, to help you. You know, what you did, to me and etc. But, not only you ruined yourselves, once you got to join your groups, but you also with already passed on loved ones. Again, wow. Huh. That's really interesting. See what you thought. Again, I'll say, by trying to isolate me from whatever, whoever, that it would break me. And among other things you tried. But again, I mean, you should know by now, none of it worked. But not like you. You can't hear yourself. I said hear yourself. By being alone. See, I can. So it's not you that's putting me in isolation. Um, it's me who is, and also God. See, you do not want to be alone because you don't feel like hearing yourself trying to help you. But, and, you know, confronting what you were supposed to. So you had to be around others, around noise, do to others what is your responsibility. Because what? You don't speak up to say anything or to get help or to help you solve it. How to get out of whatever. See, by me, I still was and am around noise, but being with just me and having faith, it taught me to speak up, solve things, whatever, you know. I never get revenge on anyone because when I know what happens if you do, I know how to treat ones, you know, with how I wanted to be treated, how God has planned to do, and how it's supposed to be, you know, with love to spread, how to turn negative into positive. I learned to laugh about everything instead of letting it bother me because I can solve it. Why? Because, you know, I have faith in God, Spirit, and etc. Because remember, I am God's baby. So why would I want to get him angry? No way. That's a no. Mm-mm. So if you, as God's children, want to get him angry, you go ahead. Go ahead. But I have something to say. It was nice knowing you, even though I don't know you. And also, I didn't forget. Don't think that you are forgotten or skipping over you. For the ones who hacked my pages and others, you know, what others are doing also, whatever, blah, 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 yada, yada, you know. Don't again think, you know, that I don't know whoever, you know, that I don't know who's doing it or who's involved or how or whatever. You see, whoever has access to these real ones, you know, that that also could be part and maybe not part of hacking my accounts and that you changed the real ones to go to you, and whatever I had put up in comments, you know, or they, on the pages or whatever, that you are still sending me the fake accounts, pretending to be them. Hmm. Okay, whatever. They were told, so, they were told. So everything I have said, it includes all of your groups too. It's all on yourselves. Now, all on your, on your own to solve. And to answer, why I don't follow back again. Gee, wonder why. Because I keep getting it unfollowed, or, to a fake page and whatever. Or sent, sent old stuff and fake pages over and over and over again. So why would I do that? Also, that's all being added to your list anyway. So, but don't think I'm not refollowing, ones because you wanted me to. No. See, if God wants me to see something, I'll get it. Not what you all want me to see. Yeah, I'll get it, but sometimes I'll do it. Sometimes I'll get it, but everything that you've been sending, the fake and all that other happy horse crap, those ones, hmm, and somehow, oh, I don't know, I got unfollowed. Especially ones that I've been with for years. I don't get anything anymore. Huh. Wow. And the ones who did the other stuff that I mentioned before, I know. And how you did it. And how you set up it all. And for the ones also has access to the real ones who are pretending to be them, that's okay. You all are hilarious. So, guess who got God angry and decided not to, oh, I don't know. God decided not to warn, give signs, and whatever anymore. Can anyone guess? Hmm. I hope you can. But you see, you know what else? Why they're angry too? I came across this I think 3 days ago, briefly. But then I've been seeing it. Is, and I was told to bring it up. You know the trends, you know, this one that I'm going to bring up. It's not funny. See, when you do anything and you see a strange reaction or different moods and etc. in someone, right? People do see that, right? And instead of thinking it's hilarious and keep doing it, okay. You see, I have something to say. Are you like freaking blanks? You see, didn't anyone ever tell you, because this is about children, well, and adults too, but you know, you become adults. But didn't anyone ever tell you that everyone as a child, they say they have imaginary friends, you know, children have it, and they see, you know, they see them, and they also, you know, some will say, oh yeah, they see spirits of loved ones, you know, till they grow up or they grow out of it. And some, you know, you grow out of it, but some it's supposed to stay, but ones who grow out of it, um, they still know the signs, you know, and everything. But the thing is, you see, when they see our loved ones, you know, who passed on, could be from your childhood and letting you know they are still with you. See, These are, one's children that never saw whoever loved one you had. Or it could be. I mean, now. See, some, you know, knew when they were here on Earth. But, sometimes they see a loved one, they mention the name. It could be a childhood one that you knew. It could be someone you who just passed away. They are familiar with, but you don't know yet that they passed away. That's saying, you know, people say, "Oh, it will go away." Don't say that to them. Don't tell them it's not real or all kinds of BS to have them, make it go away. That's telling you, you know, telling them that you don't care about ancestors or not able to see or hear or feel them, that they shouldn't. It's how you're supposed to see the signs, especially when they grow up. And if they don't see or hear them anymore as the imaginary friend, if they grow out of them, they could still feel them and see the signs, how they are giving them to them. As I said, it might grow out of them, but like I said, they know how that person feels to recognize whatever they're seeing. But if you say all kinds of, uh, stuff, no, they won't recognize anything or about their ancestors or the guidance. And, through others who speak negative about it, or, who probably did to you, and, from down the line, ask yourself, what could that mean? I'm not saying you're that way, but you don't know why others who have said it. Like I said, in a lot of things, but I'm only going to explain a little bit of it. I'm not explaining in detail or in full. It could mean a lot of ways, especially who says, don't let them do that. Something is wrong with them, or doing that, they have evil around them, or there's whatever that thing is, schizophrenia, or whatever, how you say it, or another one, I forget, etc. They say all kinds of stuff to make you think, oh, wow, is there evil around? Blah, 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 whatever. You know, they are ones who are stopping it and other things, not getting into it. Again, maybe, in another um, video, maybe I'll get into it. But it's, you know, could be out of jealousy, but do your research. It can mean, it can mean be many different things. Start thinking, especially when someone tells you about your own child having imaginary friends, and pay attention to it. If that one you told said all that, and they said that could mean they don't believe in it, that, but if they don't believe in it, they shouldn't say anything anyway. But they took, don't, um, but if they don't say anything, look at the reactions, how they react, especially if they oddly now want to be around you and your child or help you be around your child. But only you will know. Could be all of a sudden, or I don't know, once they've heard that, but they don't say anything, it, you know, but you don't see them much or whatever. Only you could feel that. Okay? And so will your child. So you need to put a stop to it, especially if your child says they are saying whatever, and to you it's negative, but don't brush it off and say, oh, you heard wrong, or etc. Well, ask yourself, why is your child, saying that? Like, really? Why is your child saying it? And if you don't talk negative, how would the child know? And also, ask yourself, why do children, that annoying thing that they do when they say, why? Why this? Why that? The why. But you answer them, but, they continue. That's because, you answered it, but that's not what they wanted. Ask them. Why? What do you think the answer is? And they'll answer you. And then they won't ask anymore. But pay attention to the answers because the answers are for you. You didn't give them a wrong answer. It was just something that they wanted you to know. Also, this one is there's only ones who know what I mean and recognize, even if it's not there. So take why the sky's blue and etc. Why is it dark and etc. You know, all the answers they say. You see, when everyone knows, you see a dark cloud, that means a storm's coming or it's going to rain. Those ones I said, you know, you know, even when it's not, as I said. So, why would anyone take loved ones from children from knowing them? Why would anybody do that and stop them from being in touch with loved ones? There's no harm. But don't get me wrong, it's up to you. Now, if they mention, names or whatever, oh, I'm speaking to, whatever, say your Nana or your Nona or your, whatever. I mean, and you don't know what that name is. I mean, you ask or you look at, are they part of the family? Whatever. It's probably someone that you never knew. Why would anybody try to break, oh, I don't know. And you need to be careful who you tell. Like something like that. Because you never know what they're thinking behind, you know, because they probably know about that and they know that you don't. So they're jealous because, oh, my child, doesn't know whatever, but yours does. And, you know, they think that they're the only ones that, could do anything. I'm not trying to be nasty. I'm not trying to put negativity out there or not or whatever. People need to start waking up and start recognizing signs. Don't assume. Do not throw assuming out there. Because when you start doing assuming without checking out things, people aren't going to help you anymore. Or, you know, well, are you trying to, tell me, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I know about you. You're trying to get whatever. No, you investigate it. See what people are doing in order for you to know. And then when you really do know, you don't allow them around your child or you. But you don't, you don't keep a child from learning about their ancestors. Everyone is there to protect and to teach and everything. But anyway, get back to what you think is, hilarious. Don't anyone check anything or curious why? Like this trend that's, I don't know, out there. It's about children with, I don't know, Alexia. I heard of them, but, and Google that thing. Don't know what it is, but when the signs are right in front of you, okay, they're right there. But the trend is when your children are in front of you, you go call whatever this Alexia and Google thing is right in front of them. And they become afraid, or they'll drop to the floor and cover themselves, with their hands. They're, why? That's what everybody wants. But everybody thinks it's so funny. But why, and I mean why, has anyone asked those things, Alexia or Google? Why are children afraid? Has anybody asked those things? You do know, right, that I said it before in my other videos. Matter of fact, I think since day one, that you do know that fake ones were out there, right? I think, you heard of that, right? I mean, I've been saying it. I said it from the beginning that the fake ones are out there. And it's not only affecting children, it's also you as adults who should know. As I said before, you can learn from anyone, okay? Anyone. and also animals. You see, Spirit says, yes, you can have fun. That's life. That's part of life. And you're supposed to. But don't miss signs that's right in front of you. And what? Let me guess what people are saying. Oh, children at that age won't remember anything, or oh, they don't understand. How many ones have said that? And to you, how many ones who says things, does things in front of children and others' children, and then they grow up and what? You're shocked that they don't listen, and not even to ones who probably said something, don't do that, whatever. Ask. Whatever that thing is, and see what it says. I mean, I'm not going to get into, about, but it also connects to why I said, people say things in front of children and, you or whatever, and then all of a sudden they turn against everybody and whatever. It all connects. But ask that thing, and you'll see what it says. Okay? And if it's not good, that child was telling you. And let others know about it. And also, you probably have the fake ones that are out there. You see, thinking, they know that, thinking God doesn't know about all this. That people are trying to turn ones to think negative. I mean, I said all this before. I mean, they're trying from all kinds of ways and how they're doing it. But the thing is, why ones aren't speaking up about all that and ignoring what's going on? I also brought up, from day one, but I'm not mentioning the names. But I said they need to change. This way, that no one can put negativity out, as in frequencies and stuff like that, to mess up what we are here to do, and that's to make our world better. Those ones know who I'm speaking about. And again, I don't know how that stuff works, but they do, and they understand that part. But anyway, and that we are trying to make it better together, our world. me now, like, what I just said and before, and I'll say it again, and I just said it, that I have no idea about any of this or what I said before since day one. So that's also tells you I'm God's baby and I only listen to him. And he knows I don't know anything how it all works or what's out there. And it's happening all out there. So again, what does that tell you? Well, I'll tell you some. You need to all listen, pay attention, start speaking up, and getting things to the right ones to put a stop to things. Because how is it that these ones, and I'm speaking about everything and whatever, how these ones get all the answers and, well, I'll say gets away with it. Well, they really not. How things run smoothly, or they'll do whatever. And, or somebody, they're doing all kinds of stuff, but then, somebody, like, I don't know, goes to them, says, look, whatever. But then they really don't do anything. But you get mad and you turn that person in. Huh. You turn the person in that's not even doing anything. So how's that? When all ones who are in the middle, again, that are innocent, ones who are being attacked in many different ways, don't get answers. Huh. And it also takes longer or years and whatever else. I mean, I don't know. Maybe when it gets looked at or looked into. Anyone have any idea? I mean, other than it gets ignored or it's not important enough or I don't know, speaking up about. But again, don't know. Not around. I once think. I'm not into knowing anyone's business or what's in their mind you know, especially for no reason. But when people get into my business and start doing things, well, you don't know what I'm capable of doing or giving to to do, and that is God. So you don't know what He'll do. I mean, I know what He's going to do, but I'm not saying. Anyway, this is something that for everybody or whatever, especially to the ones. Yeah, I know exactly what you're